Hello Pisces, and thanks so much for joining me for the May of 2021 Taroscope Psychic Tarot reading. This is for Pisces Sun sign, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I am vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess, and the original tarot reader, monthly tarot reader on YouTube. This is the rock and roll tarot deck that we're going to start with for the main portion of the reading. Then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. Both are my own creation, these decks. And then finally, if you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there'll be 3 more cards pulled from the Songs for the Journey Home. I've been a professional reader for over 30 years, and I worked extensively on several psychic lines, starting all the way back with the Psychic Friends Network. During that time, I was always very conscious of people paying by the minute, so I would always try to get to the meat of the matter, give them a concise reading and message, and not waste anybody's time. So I won't waste your time or my time. I try to get short and sweet, but to the point. I'm not talking around in circles and saying nothing. There should be a message here. If you do not resonate with the message, then you may want to check your rising and moon. Okay, so let's go ahead. The cards have been thoroughly shuffled in between the video, and we're going to go ahead and do a very loose shuffle to pull out the cards that are meant for our Pisces friends for the month of May of 2021 for Pisces. Pisces. What is, boy, that Empress has been out, and with that card too. Now, you can look at the tape. I pulled it from a completely different section of the deck, I believe I did. And there they are together again. Boy, has that been out like crazy. Okay, as I lay the cards out, allow your eyes to wander and just look at the letters and words in the imagery. If something pops at you, even if it's just one letter or initial, or it looks like it says one thing when it really says another, it can be up, down, forward, backwards, one card to the other, you're running into the other cards. That is how you can actually get a personal message from this reading, even though it is a general reading. Allow that to happen. Watch those words and shapes. Alright, so the load is being lifted off your back was the very first card off this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles definitely has some play or something to do with it. The Queen of Pentacles may be an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo, or this may be occurring in the time of Earth. And that we are going to be in Earth sign, Taurus time, for the first few weeks of the month until we get to about the 20th. This is very favorable, and it's a lot of things about moving on. This is a load lifted off your back, and this is you moving forward, leaving the turbulent water behind, and moving forward to the smoother sailing. This card also can let somebody with more experience drive the boat for a while or guide you, if this is you, you know. And I think that in this case, this is that Queen of Pentacles. By the way, there is no gender in these readings, so the Queen of Pentacles is not necessarily a female. It's whoever. It's somebody who's an earth sign or has earthy or very earthy energy, or they may be somebody who deals with money, because the pentacle, the coin, is the money. So it could be either or you know, any of the above. Any of the above or all of the above. Okay, so the Emperors also, you get the Emperor and the Magician and the Empress. So we got some power players here. I'm going to write that down, power players. Because you've got major arcana, and they're all like, these are the power people in the major arcana. The Emperor, male or female, is somebody in charge. Somebody who can make things happen. Somebody who has the power and authority to make things happen. And then on the other side, here's the Magician, also a go-getter. Usually this is you. This is you, taking charge of your life, moving forward, going forward with what you're trying to do and you're trying to accomplish, and you have all the tools to make it successful. The Six of Cups in reverse in the center of it all, though, is saying it's not going to be like it was before. So there's some detachment from the past. We're detaching from the past and we're moving forward. We're not going back to the past. And you've got all this powerful energy with you to really help it happen, make it happen. You've got that Empress down here. Now that, when it shows up, especially with the Sun, I think it must be COVID. I think everybody's going to end up knowing somebody who's pregnant. That's got to be what it is with all these cards. Because the Empress's pregnancy, that's known as the pregnancy card, right? And then when you have the Sun card right next to it, the baby on it, usually that's going to be that baby is coming for somebody, But It's a breakthrough too. There's a breakthrough involved in this part here. So if for some of you it could be really great news. Maybe you've been trying and trying and trying to get pregnant. If not you, maybe your daughter or son-in-law or whoever, somebody, you know, niece, nephew, whoever, cousin, sister, you know, and then bam, they end up pregnant. It's not going to be like the last time maybe where they were not able to get pregnant or had miscarriages or something like that. The other thing about it too with the Empress is very much a card of physical health and well-being, with everything having to do with women and women's health issues, including even your own mother. So this could be something going on with your own mother where she's all of a sudden having better health or she's feeling better, you know, something like that. But the Empress is so much more than just pregnancy and that kind of stuff. The Empress is such a card of abundance. It's fertility, abundance, it's the harvest. You know, she has everything she needs. She's in total abundance. She's sitting on her throne. She's thriving. The Empress is a card of thriving. I'm going to put that maybe in there somewhere. Thriving. Thriving because I ain't jiving. They've been coming through thriving instead of jiving. Yeah. They've been coming through with a lot of these rhymey little poems lately. It's kind of funny. But anyways, back to this. Now the Sun card is here. The Sun talks about like you're shining, you're glowing, you're just giving off all this fantastic aura and energy. And the Empress, it has that too, like that you're really glowing. Could be because you're pregnant and you're glowing, but you're ready, you're just ready for anything. You're ready to take on anything. You're ready for anything. Let me write that. Ready for anything. Thriving and ready for anything. Yeah, you're ready for anything that comes your way. And you know, usually Pisces, you're really not all that driven or really that worried about success. You're more spiritual and in the spiritual zone and, you know, that kind of thing. But boy, it's sure showing up for you this month, Pisces. It's really showing up. And, well, it's going to be your definition of thriving. And that's going to be different for everybody. Maybe your definition of thriving is sitting at the beach all summer, you know, sipping a drink, and, you know, that's thriving for you. Maybe for others it's a lot of success or whatever, you know. Could be a lot of different things. I definitely got an image, I definitely had a flash just now of somebody sitting at the beach, like on a, you know, one of those little lounge chairs, you know, the beach chair, and they got a hat on, and they're drinking some kind of a drink, you know, in a coconut shell or whatever. So for somebody that's going to be a thing, you know. Maybe you're going to tie work and play together for some of you. Maybe it's just like you're going to, you know, maybe you're selling, because this sometimes is a card of real estate too, so maybe you're selling timeshares or, you know, something like that. Of course it's going to be different for everybody, but let's go ahead and shuffle up and get our animal totem. Quick announcement, I am offering the summer solstice reading, or the solstice reading. It'll be available for a limited time. It's always the popular readings, those quarterly seasonal readings that I do. So if you want to get in on it, you'll find the information below. Let's go ahead and get our animal totem card for our Pisces friends. Oops, the hummingbird. Ooh, that's love. Hummingbird is love, you know, but it's also just like happiness, and, you know, it goes so well, right, with these cards right here for me. I feel like it just goes so well. Love abounding, laughter and joy. Elevated vibrations bring glimpses of magic. The fairy folk surely dance nearby. Savor the sweet bouquet and taste the nectar of life. Well, when I see you sitting on that beach, you certainly are tasting that nectar. I almost called you Scorpio. Of course, it's Pisces, but so maybe you're going to be with a Scorpio. Maybe somebody's with a Scorpio. Or, you know, maybe you're not sitting on that beach alone. Maybe you're there with a Scorpio. But at any rate, you know, the flowers are blooming, the Empress and the Sun, and the birds and the flowers, you know. It just looks like, you know, fantastic time for you. It's a fantastic time for a lot of people. I've got a lot of good, really nice readings this month. Not a lot of adversity and stuff, you know. I think in the Northern Hemisphere the weather's getting warmer and we're getting out of the house, and, you know, it's been a long year of, you know, being locked down and whatever, and I think everybody's just getting out and really appreciating life again, you know, living life and appreciating life again. Real quickly before we go, I've got a new class that people have been taking my spiritual painting classes. They're really loving it. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from it. And the latest one is to do the Hamsa. Now this would be this is what my final one came out to look like, and yours would probably look something similar to this, but it's more than just painting and art stuff. It's like spiritual growth and development, layers of consciousness. Each layer has like a spiritual exercise attached to it. We go into palmistry, we go into astrology with the mounds of, the mounds of Saturn and Venus and all the planets. So there's a lot, it's a spiritual journey of discovery and spiritual growth, but you also end up with a cool, painting, and you can do a bunch of them. You have access to it forever, so you can keep doing these forever and ever. You can do a whole set of them if you wanted to. And then on the same note, with some of my paintings, I'm just going to start offering them as, they're going to be on Amazon. It's not a sketch pad, it's a sketchbook. They're journals and sketchbooks, and they're featuring some of my, my artwork on the cover. So they're very reasonably priced, and if you want to support me and independent creators like me, I appreciate it so much. So you can hop on over to Amazon if that interests you. Otherwise, I want to thank you all for joining. There's a subscribe button. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. I'm going to head over for the Patreon peeps, do the next 3 cards. And if you're interested in that, everything's in the video description, so check it out. Have the best month ever, and we'll speak to you again soon.